Well, greetings and welcome today, Daughters of Divine Destiny. I welcome you today to a rebroadcast or reposting, if you will, of our November the 11th Bible study. What I have found is that as the posting was listed, that there was no audio included on there, even though the indication is that it was there. So there we are with technology problems, but we are rebroadcasting today our November the 11th Bible study for the month of November, which is to reflect on our theme for the month, which is achieving victory in the battles for our destiny. And so we are happy to be able to continue today, again, reposting for November the 11th, 2023, where our subject happens to be for this day, or was for this day, giants breed giants. Giants breed giants. Let us continue today. So spiritually speaking, giants, daughters of divine destiny, stand for the difficulties that we face in life. This is an apropos subject matter for what we experienced in posting this devotional. So we will meet in this study or in our lives giant problems. Sometimes they'll show up in our family, our church, our social life, even our ministry and jobs, and sometimes in our own hearts. Our giant may be some type of addiction, something that we are drawn to that takes us away from the center focus on God and Jesus Christ. Negative emotions like anger or unforgiveness may be our giants, or an enemy that is coming directly against you. Daughters of divine destiny, it is in the way of duty that we find giants. And when Israel was going forward, they met giants. When they turned back into the wilderness, they found none. If we are meeting giant problems in our lives and ministry, the good news to remember is that you are progressing in God. You are advancing to claim territory that affects your ministry, and therefore the giants are before you. God told Israel to totally destroy the inhabitants of Canaan, including the giants, but Israel did not heed God's warning. We see in Judges 2, chapter 2, verses 1 through 3, "But ye have not obeyed my voice, wherefore they shall be as thorns in your sides, and their gods shall be a snare unto you." Israel, daughters of divine destiny, conquered much of Canaan, but they left just a few giants in the three cities of Gaza, Gath, and Ashdod, according to Joshua chapter 11 and verse 22. The giants allowed to remain because snares and thorns for Israel in these cities. Let me say that again. The giants allowed to remain became snares and thorns for Israel in these cities. And giants breed giants both in the natural, daughters of divine destiny, and the spiritual worlds. If a giant in your life are not eliminated, they will become snares and thorns in your spiritual journey towards your destiny. It is from these three locations where giants remained, that is Gaza, Ashdod, and Gath, that trouble erupted in the later years. Let's look at Gaza then, in Judges chapter 16. It is in Gaza that we find God's man Samson in trouble. In a city where giants were spared, Samson finds Delilah. He is deceived and stripped of his spiritual strength and taken into captivity. Daughters of divine destiny, no matter how strong you are in the Lord, if giants are allowed to remain unconquered, they have the capacity to destroy your life and your ministry. Next, let's look at Ashdod. This is found in 1 Samuel chapters 4 and 5. We look here about the departure of the ark from Israel. Ashdod was one of the cities where the evil Philistines took the ark they had captured and degraded this most holy symbol of God's glory. This is the same Ashdod where Israel left a few giants, quote unquote. Unconquered giants will, daughters of divine destiny, rob you of the glory of God's presence. And finally, let's look at Goth. One bad thing about leaving giants in the land is that giants give birth to giants. We see that in 1 Samuel chapter 17. God's people are being held hostage by a giant named Goliath. This man was from the city of Goth, where Israel left a few giants. There would have been no Goliath if the giants had been eliminated as God had commanded them. Daughters of divine destiny, unconquered giants in your life breed more giants. And these giants will return to taunt you, and eventually you will be held hostage by them. You can have your spiritual armor on and be trained in spiritual warfare, but you will be rendered immobile unless you get down on the battlefield and face the giant. The question, are there giants in your life that you need to eliminate? And further, the question for consideration, daughters of divine destiny, do you have your war clothes on? According to Ephesians chapter 6, put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. May you be blessed today as you continue on your journey to achieve and fulfill your divine destiny in the kingdom of God. May God bless you.